What's tea? What's poppin'? What up, gang? What's good? It's Deanna So Shy. If you're new, hey boo. If you're not, hey sweets. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to make a side part quickly. First thing you need to do is you need to go and part your side part, and I like to go with the perimeter of the front part of my head, and then I like to just swoop that into my hair. And then the next thing that you'll have to do is you need to part the sides out, or you need to part your side leave out, and then you need to also make sure that you have enough hair for your leave out so that when you do your leave out you have enough hair to cover your tracks. At this point, I'm just making my lines and making my part a little bit more straighter because now I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna go straight into doing my braid down for my hair.
These niggas fuck them and fuck these hoes too. You can't fuck with me, fuck what a bitch told you. Sexy black motherfucker, yeah. Name on the wood, I'm watching Jimmy Butler. Since I came home, I've been killing every summer. That real boss bitch, and I started as a runner. Titties sitting pretty, and I'm looking like a snack. 40-inch bust down, you know that bitch black. I'm pretty than a motherfucker, hoes me looking okay. She think that she.
Okay, so at this point, I'm just doing my braid down. Unfortunately, I did do the braid down correctly, but I did my braids a little bit way too thick. So try to refrain from parting your braids to be too thick, because at that point, then when it's time to glue down your wig cap and everything, your hair could look bulky. Thank God that I was able to correct that, but just in case when you do your part or when you do your sewing, your quick weave, I would want you to part your parts a little bit smaller. So just take a little bit more time with your foundation and you actually braiding down your hair.
It's all on my nigga, bitch. Maserati mommy, and the roof missing. She ate crab legs, now whole tooth missing. Cheap ass veneers, you stay talking shit. Put a marker to this bitch, she's so counterfeit. I'm the baddie in the CEO. Gothic bitches shaking ass in videos. In the cut, getting high with an emo hoe. We in runway, you bitches in dark shadow. Whoa. I'm pretty than a motherfucker.
At this point, I'm just starting to sew in, or I'm trying to sew my braids together, so when I put the wig cap on, I don't have any braids leaking out of my braid cap or out of my wig cap. And I like to just keep my braids together, so when I do take this hairstyle down, everything is just coming down cohesively together all at once.
Like, okay, I used to be down bad, but now a bitch, okay.
Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you?
I like to just use a regular black wig cap. This is the one that I had used for this time being. What I like to do is I like to make sure that the wig cap is all the way over my whole entire head. Make sure it's covering my whole entire head. I did put it over my ears, and I was supposed to keep it like that, you know, cut the ear part out, but I just flipped it over my ear. Hairstyle still came out pretty cute. Just at the end of the day, if you want to just kind of make it like more like of a Sleepmore looking type of look, what you will do is you will put it over your ears, cut a hole out in your ears, and then you will spray everything down with the Got2b just like the way I am. Me personally, when I'm done spraying one section of the hair, I get a blow dryer and I'll just mold it all together with my hand, as you can see, just so I could feel when it's done getting tacky, when it's done getting dry. At this point, I'm just going on to the next section of my hair and doing the same thing until my whole head is done. I like to, before I spray down the Got2b glue, I like to outline my leave out with a concealer stick just so I know where I'm going to be placing my Got2b all over my head, and I like to place that just so I know where I'm going to be placing the wig cap glue.
One-off vacations you've been taking, clearly a lot for me to take in. It don't make sense, young East African girl, you too busy fucking with your other man.
I was trying to put you on game, put you on a plane, take you and your mama to the motherland. I could do it, maybe one day. When you figure out you're gonna need someone. When you figure
I'm now going in with my ball clap protective shield. I got the small one because I wasn't really too sure if I was going to need the big one, especially because I was just doing a side part quickly. But this was the little bottle that I had got. I like to spray it on the bottle, but I realized that it's better to spray it or to squeeze it on the brush, and then you apply it on your actual hair like that. And as you could tell, you see that where I put the concealer line or where I outline my leave out is good for this too, because now when it's time for me to actually mold down this cap onto my actual hair, I won't be molding it over my leave out. You know what I mean?
You can get it, you can get it. And I know just what you want. Oh, what a justice, put it in the song, alright. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. And I know just what you want. Oh, what a justice, put it in the song, alright. Every time I write these words, they become a taboo.
Once you apply the wig cap liquid to your hair, you're gonna just now mold it with a blow dryer. I like to put mine on high heat, on high settings, and I like to just make sure that the whole head is completely dry.
Got no more features, I might just search you. I'm geeked on next week, got no more features, I might embarrass you. Dead glow, stomp a little push the whole piece of shell toes. Dead glow, slapping rap beaches and making bail, ho. Dead glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails, ho. Dead glow.
After me about rubbing my hair for a minute just to make sure the whole head is dry, it's now time for us to start cutting our wig cap. I like to cut around the perimeter of my hair without actually cutting my hair. Also, I kind of messed up too because I was supposed to leave a little bit of hair in the front and I wasn't supposed to put the wig cap all the way down on my actual forehead. So that's a big no-no. But after I'm done cutting all of my hair, or after I'm done cutting all of the wig cap from my hair, now we're going to go right into actually gluing the wig tracks. These are the bundles that I had used. I think I had used a 12, 13, 14. No, I think I had used a 12, 14, 16 or a 14, 16, 18, one or two. But I knew at the end of the day, I was going to be ending up cutting this into a side part blunt cut bob quickly. You know what I'm trying to say? So I knew that it really didn't matter about what lengths I was getting. I just wanted to make sure that it was 3 consecutive lengths and that it was 3 bundles. After you get done unraveling the bundles, you'll want to take your longest bundle and you're going to want to start basically almost placing it in a way on your bottom part of your head just to see how you can measure it out. What you'll do is you'll then cut that part off and then you're going to put the glue on that actual track and then you're just going to start gluing. That's what I did for my whole head. I just measured it and then I cut it, I glued it, and then I sealed it. Know what I mean?
I'ma say you fucking right, body rude is unpolite. Done be in a humble life. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm tryna go up tonight. All the hoochies left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy. I think we deserve it right. Top of the memories I've ever made in my life. Permanent ecstasy. The ladies is pimps tonight. I put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
As you start to get to the top of your head, it'll be good or it'll be best advised if you start curling or curving your tracks. Instead of just placing your tracks in a straight line, start curving them so that you don't see the tracks. And then also, as you start to get to the front of the head, start putting your tracks a little closer too, so it could be a little bit more thicker, more fuller. And also, when it's time to blend in the leave out with your tracks, you won't really necessarily see the tracks because it's kind of like curved into your hair, you know what I mean? Also, to seal the glue onto your hair, it's best to use a blow dryer, because with the blow dryer and with the heat, that kind of like forces the glue to adhere to the cap a little bit better than as if you were just to use regular air, you know what I mean?
Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
Before I take back my time and make you pay. 30-day trial before I made my mind that it's always trials and tribulations. Child, child, child. Kissing in Paris, I guess we could do it in French. Wow. Eating low maintenance, child for now, child, child. She got me wildin' now. Rory Italian, child for now, child, child. Yeah, she making that shake, breaking that bait till her back break. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Crazy how you managed to make me into a sponsor. You got me paying for shit. You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time and make you pay.
At this point, all the tracks is glued down and are ready to start styling. I'm going to take my leave out and I'm going to start basically dividing it and parting it just to make sure that I have the exact style that I wanted, just so I know how deep I wanted it and just so I know how it's going to, for the most part, come out and look.
Make it to my lobby, it can't be prime. No, turn policies.
Before I even go into start flat ironing my leave out, I like to I wanted to cut my hair first so it could all blend and it could all just flat iron all evenly and naturally. So for you to actually get the actual cut and precision of you doing your own hair, I just watched a video about this. You should actually try to flip your hair or turn your body into an angle, just so you could see all the missing hair, so you could see all the uneven hairs, just like this. You see how I had to kind of crooked my body a little bit? When you do that, you could kind of more see all the more imperfections or all the impurities of your hair. You know what I'm trying to say? You can see where it's not even at. I like to put rubber bands at the end just so I can make sure that at the end of the day they're really, 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 really even. I think with this I did cut off a little bit too much and I started to cut off my actual hair. I don't recommend, but at the end of the day I know how to grow hair. So if you want a video on how to grow your actual hair, I can do that too, but I'm not really necessarily too pressed or too on the ends of me cutting my hair. You see how I had to kind of angle my hair so I could kind of get a good, more natural base of how even the bottom of my hair is. That's kind of what I like to do. Right now I'm kind of parting my hair and I'm just making sure that everything is a go for when I do my mold. I like to use Nairobi to actually mold my hair down before I actually start to flat iron it, because if you mold it down and you actually get it to mold like this, it won't necessarily leave this style. You know what I mean? You know how you have a quick weave or sewing and your hair start flying everywhere, your hair start doing anything? When you mold it together like this, it's actually better for it to stay in its form.
Loving you right. Fuck with a pro. Come baby, fuck with a pro. When you gon' let me know. I've been kissing you slow. Fuck with a pro. Come baby, fuck with a pro.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me.
So after I got done molding my hair with the Nairobi, I just took the cap off and I actually just defined my part a little bit more. And I got my hot comb and I basically just started to do my business with the hot comb. I like to do my roots first just so it can really give that real sleek, definitely like blend type of look, if you know what I'm trying to say. And then right after I got done with the hot comb, I went right in and I just hot combed it. But what I like to do is I like to take it piece by piece, and I like to do my roots a little bit, and then I like to go on with the actual flat iron, and then I like to actually press my hair out, if you know what I mean. It's really better to do your hair piece by piece than actually just to do it just big section like that, because you could get more of a sleek look and you could actually get more into the crevices of your hair, if you know what I mean. You could like really get down and dirty if you do it piece by piece. It could come out to be more sleeker looking.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the thing. Don't dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. I'm fucking with you, don't know how to love me. I'm dealing with you, so I'm back, yeah. Bitch, back on my pussy, back on my dish, you in the studio. Back on tequila, back on the strippers, all the groupie hoes. This could get ugly, I pity how.
At this point, it's time to start styling your hair. For me, I like to do curls, or I did want to do curls. So for me, it was best if I was to do like kind of beach wave curls, also because I was on my way going to work. So with that being said, what you would do is you would take a few sections. Well, you'll take a section of your hair, then you'll part that section. For me, I had to part that into 2 sections. And then I'll curl the one section one way, and then I'll curl the other section the other way. With that being like that, what you'll do is you'll give your hair more volume and more velocity, because it's 2 different curls. So you have 2 different curls going 2 different ways, which means it's going to make it like more thicker and more fuller.
Back up on a thing, out here acting foolish like I'm 17. I just bought a new whip, don't need gasoline. I just think you. What's up? Been a minute since we kicked it, you've been caught up. With the bitches, I don't get it, you're a star love. You shouldn't have to deal with that. I'll never make you feel like that. 'Cause I love me enough for the both of us. That's why you trust me. I know you've been through more than most of us. So what are you so afraid of? Telling you give, but you cannot take love.
To seal my hair, I like to go in with edge booster to get the flyaways, but this was the finished look. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a straight gorilla with it, cold-hearted killer with it. Any nigga getting out of line.